July 14th Live, Jungkook says, "I have big plans for my future, ARMY in tears." Hello ARMY. In a world that moves too fast, sometimes, it takes just one quiet voice to stop everything. On July 14, 2025, the world didn't shake because of an earthquake. It didn't tremble due to war or a political scandal. It stopped because Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, the Golden Maknae, went live, and he didn't come to sing. He didn't come to promote. He came to speak. He sat in front of a camera, in a room with soft lights, wearing a simple shirt, no makeup, no fanfare, and in that stillness, he gave the world a gift. His truth. And when he said, "I have a lot of plans for my future," it was more than a statement. It was a whisper that shook millions. The quiet beginning of a storm. The notification came like any other. Jungkook is live. For millions of fans, that simple line is enough to trigger excitement, curiosity, and joy. But this time, something felt different from the start. There was no stage behind him. No stylists, no backdrops, no special effects. Just a boy, no, a man, sitting in his room, with the entire world on the other side of the screen. He greeted fans softly. "Annyeong. I just want to talk tonight. Nothing special, just thoughts." It was a whisper in the chaos of the internet. But that whisper would soon echo across continents, languages, and time zones. A man at the crossroads. Jungkook has been in the public eye since he was a teenager. From Busan to the biggest stadiums on earth, he's danced, sung, smiled, cried, and performed for millions. But now, at 27, standing between youth and full adulthood, Jungkook is not just reflecting. He's questioning. "I've been thinking. I've been running for so long. But lately, I've been asking myself, why am I running? Where am I going?" He wasn't looking for sympathy. He wasn't trying to impress. He was trying to understand his own soul, and he invited us into that sacred space. His words didn't come with dramatic flair. They came with pauses, with nervous laughter, with the weight of someone who's finally facing himself. The future is unwritten. But it's coming. Then came the sentence that broke the internet. "I have a lot of plans for my future." He said it with calm. No theatrics. Just a gentle truth. But for ARMY, those words were electric. And when asked what those plans were, he simply smiled. "I can't tell you yet, but you'll see. When the time is right." Theories exploded online. Is he building a solo empire? Will he debut in film or acting? Is he crafting something personal? A foundation? A label? A revolution? But Jungkook didn't feed the speculation. Instead, he left us with something even more powerful, faith. "I want you to trust me. That's all." And we did. When perfection feels like a cage. Behind the smile was a confession. "I get scared too. I wonder if I'm enough. If I can keep going." Let that sink in. The same man whose voice fills stadiums. Whose name trends worldwide for simply breathing. The man considered a golden standard by fans and professionals alike. Said he feels fear. He worries about disappointing us. He wonders if he's doing enough. He questions his own worth. In that moment, he wasn't the Golden Maknae. He was just Jungkook, a human being who carries the weight of the world on his shoulders and still questions if it's enough. And instead of hiding it, he shared it. That's not weakness. That's courage. ARMY, the eternal flame in his darkest hours. Then, with a shaky breath, Jungkook said, "When I read your messages, when you say we believe in you, that gives me strength." In that moment, millions of armies around the world wept. Because this wasn't just an idol thanking fans. This was a man leaning on them. He wasn't saying, I made it because I'm strong. He was saying, I made it because you made me strong. It was a rare reversal. The one we thought we were cheering on was also cheering for us. We had become each other's mirrors, each other's reasons. You are the reason I keep moving. The mystery of what comes next. After the live ended, the internet exploded with questions. What exactly is Jungkook planning? Is he leaving BTS? Starting something new? Why now? But maybe those weren't the right questions. Maybe the real question was, how will we walk with him into the unknown? Because Jungkook didn't ask for blind worship. He asked for companionship. He asked for time. He asked for trust. And that's what ARMY gave, no questions, just devotion. The inner shift, from idol to icon, from icon to human. We've seen many versions of Jungkook. The shy teenager hiding behind his hyungs. The perfectionist chasing every note, every move. The global star standing alone in solo performances. The passionate artist who gives everything on stage. But now, we're seeing a man. A man who wants to live deliberately, not just succeed. A man who wants to grow, not just impress. A man who's no longer performing, but becoming. I still want to become the best version of myself. These aren't words of ambition. They're words of soul-searching. What can we do? We can't choose his path. We can't make his decisions. But we can do one thing. Stand by him. In silence. In noise. In victory. In doubt. Because this is not just his journey. It's ours too. Every ARMY, every listener, every soul that found healing in his music. We're walking together. From the world to Jungkook. Jungkook, if you ever doubt yourself again, remember this night. Remember how the world stopped, not for your song, but for your soul. You're not just an artist. You're proof that vulnerability is strength. That gentleness is power. That honesty is healing. We're not here for the glitz. We're not here just for the fame. We're here for you. What did Jungkook's July 14th live mean to you personally? Share your feelings in the comments. We're listening. That live wasn't just another broadcast. It wasn't just Jungkook sitting in front of a camera and talking to fans. No, for many of us, it was something far deeper. It was a reminder that even in the noise of the world, there's still one voice that can bring peace, comfort, and hope. For ARMY around the globe, his words were like a warm light breaking through the clouds. He didn't need grand gestures or fireworks, just his sincerity, his presence, and the unshakable bond he has built with us over the years. He spoke of dreams. He spoke of uncertainty. He spoke of the future, not as a perfectly laid plan, but as a path he's still walking, one step at a time. And in doing so, he reminded us that it's okay not to have everything figured out. That growth isn't linear. That sometimes, being honest about your fears, is the most courageous thing you can do. In that quiet, heartfelt moment, we saw not just Jungkook the idol, but Jungkook the human being. A young man who's lived in the spotlight, yet still wrestles with the same questions we all do. Who am I becoming? Where am I going? And who will still be by my side when I get there? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay with us on this emotional journey. Because this isn't just about a single live. This is about being part of something bigger. A journey. A transformation. A story that's still unfolding with every breath he takes, every note he sings, and every choice he makes. If you've ever felt lost, unsure, or overwhelmed by the pressure of the world, know this, you're not alone. Jungkook reminded us of that on July 14th. And through his openness, he created a safe space, one where healing begins, and where dreams can take shape again. So stay with us. Be part of this moment, and every moment to come. Your presence here means more than you know. This is not the end of Jungkook's story. It's the beginning of a new era, and we will be here for every chapter. The military chapter may have created a temporary pause in his public journey, but it hasn't stopped the music that lives in his heart. If anything, this chapter is preparing him for a greater leap, the higher stage, a louder voice, and a clearer purpose. We don't know what comes next. But what we do know is that we'll walk with him, side by side, through every season. When he rises, we'll cheer. When he questions, we'll listen. And when he dares to dream again, we'll dream with him. The future belongs to those who believe in it. And we believe in you, Jungkook. Because belief is not just a feeling, it's a decision. A choice to stand by someone even when the road ahead is uncertain. A promise that says, you're not alone. And if there's one thing Jungkook has shown us again and again, it's that belief, real, unshakable belief, can move hearts, change lives, and inspire millions.